As soon as I entered the hall, my eyes were instantly drawn to one of Havana Sardarian's stunning works. The energy of the painting pulled me in like a magnet. A woman is portrayed in a symbolic or poetic pose, accompanied by a deer in the background. This pairing is a visual metaphor for aspiration, a spiritual or emotional reaching upward. The name of this beautiful artwork is Awakening. It was created by Sarkis Bagdasaryan. Sarkis Bagdasaryan is best known for his sculpture We Are Our Mountains. This iconic monument stands as a symbol of strength and the deep bond between the people of Karabakh and their homeland. Locally, it is affectionately called Grandma and Grandpa. These works, filled with rich colors and warm tones, often include fruits, vases, and everyday objects, reflecting Abigian's joyful and intimate approach to still life, celebrating nature and the essence of life. In this work, Surin Safarian has portrayed Sayat Nova, the 18th-century Armenian musician, performer, and poet. Since the late 1960s, he has increasingly focused on the theme of human and time, and more generally on the historical destiny of the Armenian people. This artwork is by one of my favorite Armenian painters, Sarkis Muradian. Its title is Awakening. In this piece, red symbolizes struggle. The human figure represents the awakening of the mind and spirit. White stands for purity. And blue symbolizes peace and awareness. This piece, titled Cometas, The Last Night, is one of the artist's most recognized works. Cometas, a renowned Armenian priest, composer, and musician, suffered a profound psychological breakdown after the Armenian genocide of 1915. He spent the rest of his life in silence and isolation. The red in the painting symbolizes the blood of the Armenians, shed during that dark chapter of history. Through the figure of Cometas, the artist powerfully evokes the trauma and sorrow of an entire people. Is It What They Teach at School? Is a work by Gregor Agassian that challenges the viewer with a fundamental question: does the content of formal education truly address the real needs of individuals and society, or is it merely a repetition of outdated and lifeless patterns? In this work by Anatoly Papyan, we see future students who have traveled far from home to pursue their education. They are gathered in a second-class carriage that symbolically reflects their shared goal. Cheerful and full of anticipation, they gaze out of the window. The train journey becomes a metaphor for a new life that is fast approaching. This artwork is by Dmitry Nalbandian. He was highly skilled in realistic portrayal of faces and textures, and his work emphasizes the dignity, character, and grandeur of his subjects. This painting by Maryam Aslamazian is one of her most important works from the World War II era. Despite the harsh conditions of war, the artwork conveys a profound sense of humanity, hope, and compassion. The title of this painting is Sasunsi David, a symbol of epic spirit and national identity for the Armenian people. This artwork was created by Eduard Isabekian, a prominent artist who helped shape modern Armenian painting through his historical and heroic perspective. His body of work includes powerful pieces on war and heroism, nature, and iconic Armenian figures. I previously uploaded a video about this artist. If you're interested, the link is available in the description. This artwork is by Minas Avedasyan. He was one of the most prominent contemporary Armenian painters, whose works are deeply connected to national identity, the nature of Armenia, and rural life. This is another work by Mina Savedasyan that captures a scene from rural everyday life, where women or mothers are churning butter. This activity is not merely a daily chore, but a symbol of endurance, tradition, and a deep connection to the land. Paul Karakosian's painting Exodus is one of his most profound and meaningful works. It reflects not only the painful history of the Armenian people, but also the collective suffering of all those who have been forced to leave their homelands. Karakosian was more than a painter, he was a visual storyteller of history, exile, and the deep emotions of the marginalized. These works by Jean Barzu are filled with a deep sense of sorrow, memory, exile, and impermanence. They can be seen as a reflection of the historical experiences of the Armenian people. Abandoned architecture, ruined cities, and empty spaces in his paintings carry the weight of displacement and loss, because his family were survivors of the Armenian genocide. This is one of the works by my favorite painter, Jakub Jacobian. The atmosphere in his paintings is usually very quiet and still, as if time has stopped within them. This is a work by Martyros Saryen. He had a deep love for nature and sunlight. Saryen was one of the greatest Armenian painters of the 20th century. His artworks are full of color, light, the joy of life, and the vibrant nature of Armenia. He once said, "Color is the language of the soul. I speak through color. When someone looks at my painting, I want their inner joy to awaken." This piece is one of Georgy Yakovlev's graphic designs, made especially for urban spaces and cafes. His artistic vision was to bring together Eastern and Western styles, something you can clearly see in both his stage designs and his paintings. This painting was created by Jakub Kojoyan, one of the most renowned Armenian artists of the 20th century. He played a key role in painting, design, and decorative arts. More than just a painter, Kojoyan helped shape the modern cultural identity of Armenia through his influential work. These are the works of my favorite artist, Yerevan Kochar. He was one of the leading modern artists of Armenia, known around the world for his work in painting, sculpture, and graphic design. Kochar is especially famous for founding the artistic movement called Painting in Spacetime, which beautifully blends painting, sculpture, and motion into one expressive form. By observing the works of Alexander Bazbuk-Melikian, one can clearly sense his deep admiration for women and his celebration of the feminine in art. The colors and lights he uses often lack a clear source, creating a feeling of inner radiance and an almost surreal atmosphere. Hope you liked the first part of the National Gallery of Armenia. Until the next video, bye for now.